Hello, how are we today? Welcome back to my channel, Makeup and More with Melissa. I am creating this video today because this week I did a little bit of shopping at my local Walmart and I have some goodies for us to do. Full makeup look today. Everything that I've got in my little haul here was purchased at Walmart. I thought we could chat along and talk about the product and do a nice little simple look, nothing extravagant. First things first, I've got to pull back my hair, and I actually did find these pins at Walmart. They are great. They were in the hair aisle. They are little clips, and they say that it doesn't leave an indent. Most of the pins that I've used in the past have left like an indentation, and I've used these a couple of times now, and I've noticed that there's no indentation, which is fantastic. So when you pull these out, your hair pops back to normal. There's no mark there, which is fantastic. They are made, I don't know who they're made by, but this is the package. They're called Dent Free, leaves no mark. Give them a try. They're nothing pretty, but I already put some cream and sunblock. I always use sunblock, any sunblock for your face. Like I usually use 30 or higher. So I've already done that. I'm going to start with a product that I've used before. I did pick up again. I love it. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I really do like this. It's not expensive. It does have, it's not a silicone-y feel. I don't know if silicone is an actual word. I don't know. It's a rather nice feeling. I make sure I put it right in my T-zone here. Right down the middle in my cheeks because my pores are really bad in here. And then I just spread it from the inside out. And within the last day or so, I don't know if it was something that I ate, but I woke up and I had a little friend that came to visit me. So we'll have to figure out how to cover him up, him or her. For my foundation, I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I have not tried this out. I will be giving it a whirl. Don't know what's going on here. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pull. Maybe I was supposed to turn it. Yes, apparently. Oh, it's like a little spatula. Okay, I don't like that very much. I guess you just are supposed to... That little spatula held a lot of foundation. I guess I didn't need as much as I thought. But what I was saying is I try not to pull at my skin too much. There's obviously the 3 ways of applying your makeup. I am not one to pull at my skin too much if I can help it. I try to dab it on delicately. Our skin is delicate enough, and I try not to pull at it too much. It gets enough abuse. I try and dab. I push, almost like I'm pushing in, and I find that usually does the trick. I am all for using my hands. I look at our faces as a 3D canvas. So whatever I usually can apply with my hands, I will definitely apply it. I just think it comes out a lot nicer. I'm just gonna go around and pat it in. That came out very nice. That's very nice. I like that. Very nice. All right. It almost doesn't look like I need much of a concealer. I did buy, which it's one of my favorite products. It is the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles. I definitely need that all the time. I have definitely got the dark circles going on every day of my life. I guess I should have opened this already. I should have had it ready to go. Can't even get the top off. That's because it's got plastic, Melissa. Okay, so I got the top off finally. And we've got to crank it. I'm not the biggest fan of these little spongy things, but on the Age Rewind, I didn't mind it because it's nice and soft underneath my eyes. And that's some sensitive skin right there. All right, I think we might have some coming out. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab some under my eyes, not too much. I go around my nose. I'm gonna use it to brighten it up a little bit. We'll try and get our friend over here. I should name it. Should start with the alphabet. We'll name it Arthur. Start with Arthur. Hi, Arthur. The next one will be a girl name with an A. Push that in. All right. Everything's looking very nice. All right. Okay, so I'm using as a brush, this is not from Walmart. This is the Full Coverage Face Brush from Bobbi Brown. I love this brush. I haven't found a brush that I love as much. I highly recommend it. It's almost a dome shape. The bristles are absolutely perfect. I would highly recommend it. If you want a flawless look with a brush to your face for foundation, I highly recommend this brush. I cannot say more about it. I mean, you can see it doesn't leave any mark, any lines. Very nice. There's something about it. Get my creases here. I'm just gonna spread this out. Bring the Age Rewind down. Again, the heat from your fingers almost warms the makeup up a little bit. So you can do the most with your brush or sponge, but then at the end, I like to press it in with my fingers. Warm it up with your fingers. All right. There we go. Next, all that stuff that we've just put on our face, I don't know, it leaves me feeling a little tacky. So I am going to use this. I actually had, so I wasn't going to purchase it again. I use this all the time. It is, gosh, I use it so much. It's made by Melania. It's the Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. Love this stuff. I take a brush, I press it in around my eyes. I try not to get in my eyes for some reason. Anything really bothers my eyes. Again, press it in. I go around my nose. Okay, and then I usually take a bigger brush and then I just go around the perimeter just to remove that tackiness that we get from all the cream products. I don't like to feel damp, and it sets my face. I always set my face. There. Now we have pretty much our fully blank canvas, right? So next I go in with my contour. This is not new, so I wasn't going to buy it again, but it's something that I love. Highly recommend. It's NYX's Professional 3-Step to Sculpt, and I use this in Fair. I love this product, and I use the small e.l.f. stipple brush, and I find it's perfect. It fits right into the hollow of my cheek here, and that's where I like to get some powder going there. So I'm just gonna go right up, and I'm gonna follow basically from where the corner is of my mouth and just picture a line, and I'm gonna go right up there. And I'm gonna kind of do that, smush my face like I ran into a wall. I've done that too. And again, I'm using that pressing motion. I'm not smearing. If I do, I just use gentle strokes in circles there. Same with the other side, tapping it in. I also like to use cream products, but today this is what I'm using. Very gently. And then I get up here a little bit. I try and picture where the shadows are on my face. So you can almost see where the shadow is right here. So I'm just gonna define that a little bit more. So I'm taking that natural shadow, and I'm just building on it just ever so slightly. You see that? Hopefully you can see that. And then there's a little bit of a shadow here. And actually there's a little bit of a shadow here. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. Very light-handed. You don't need a lot because I am gonna go in with a larger brush in a minute. And remember, it's always what you wanna do. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. This is just what I do. To me, there's no right or wrong way. It's your personal choice. So what I do next is I accentuate a little bit. I bring down a little bit on the sides of the nose. I don't do this all the time. And I'm gonna bring it right in to the natural shadow of my brow. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna put this to the side, but believe it or not, we're gonna use these other two. All right, we've got our contour on. Next, we're gonna go into the bronzer. Now, I found this. It looked very pretty. It's made by Rimmel, Radiance Brick. I'm going to take my brush. I like things that have a gradient. And this does, and it's got a shimmer to it. I like when I do my bronzing to have a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm just gonna gently dab in and just go around my hairline just ever so gently, and create a soft tan there. Not a tan, bronze. Just go into my cheeks. I love bronze. I don't like to be overly pale. Then get this side, nice and gently. Again, I'm not pushing in too hard. I'm just going in a nice circle. I'm gonna bring this down my neck. And we have a little bit of a nice bronze there. Okay, so now I go in it a little bit out of order. Most people go in and do their blush next and then their highlighter. I do it a little bit differently. I like to do a cream highlight at this point. I don't know why, I just got into doing it. I like how it looks. And I found this actually in the clearance section. It says Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Highlighter. So I thought I'd give it a try. I do have a brush that I use for cream highlights. So I'm just going to go in and just brush some off. And then I'm just gonna go around. I picture a C right in here. See that? Wow, you don't even need a lot. But I like this because I like to do this next because if I get a little heavy-handed, the blush very subtly covers it up. It's a nice way of covering it up, and the blush will peek through a little bit. Go around. I like to go into my brow bone just ever so slightly because a highlighter color will go there anyway. That's pretty. That's very pretty. I like the glow, and I like to go right around here because as you can see from my lighting, that is what is getting illuminated. This part of my forehead is going to be illuminated. We're going to create a little bit of a glow there, just a little. Get my nose, can't forget the nose. And if you see again where the light hits, it's a little bit here, and I usually just bring it down my nose. And then I always kind of highlight the Cupid's bow just ever so softly. Do that now. It kind of looks more natural to me rather than a powdered highlight, which, don't get me wrong, it's going on later. That is very nice. I like that. That was the Physicians Formula. I don't know, I would recommend this. That'll be being used quite a bit. All right, now we go in with the blush. Voila. I have two here. I have Revlon's Powder Blush in Naughty Nude and Revlon's Powder Blush in Very Berry. I like them both. I couldn't decide. So we might start off with one and add another. Who knows? I'm a woman. I can change my mind. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with the lighter color because that's how I usually start. Lighter to darker. It's a little harder to cover darker. I'm going to go in and ever so gently, I'm going to start. And again, I dab. I dab and I'm going to circle. So see how lightly I am holding my brush. I dab. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love it. It looks like a natural, like flush. Do this side. I'm learning to work with my right hand. Dab, 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 dab. Very gently. That is beautiful. I like that. Now, when we come in from outdoors and it's really hot, what gets red? Usually right in here. I've looked at myself. Usually right in here. That's what gets red. Right in my face right here. That's what I'm gonna put the blush on because it looks more natural. Okay. Now, if I got a sunburn or a little color to my face, again, a lot of the sun, where's it gonna focus? It's gonna focus on here. We're gonna get a little bit of red. We're gonna put it right in there. There we go. I like it. I really like this color. It's really pretty. That was Revlon's Naughty Nude. Very pretty. I don't even know if I should put any of the berry in. You never know. Well, what could happen? Let's try. Tap it off really good. Anything there? No? Oh, whoa. Now I got burnt. Okay. All right. So if that happens, what we can do is we can take the brush that we used for our powder, the Milani powder, and whatever's left on the brush, which there's always some, just pat it out. Look at that. You can remove the boo-boo. All right. There we go. A lot better. Okay, so enough with the blush. I'll go blush crazy. People will be like, what happened to you? Now I'm going to go in with another highlighter. And I picked up this one. This is made by e.l.f. So we'll give it a whirl. I use a rather unique brush. It's actually a Luxie brush and it's actually for contouring. But I found that I liked it better with my highlighter. So again, a very light hand. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to very gently, barely even touching my skin. And I like it on my cheeks. I like to be glowy. Again, a lot of times I find that dabbing, oh, by the way, I am going in using this color right here. I find that dabbing applies it better. And then honestly, what applies it better than a brush is your fingers. If you take your finger and just very gently dab it on, look at that. It's just, I don't know why things are apply better. They just do. Again, I think it has something to do with the warmth of your hand. It just picks up the product so much better. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, moving on. Next, what do we have? Next, technically, we have the brows. I don't have many. I am going to use a product that I already have in my stash, and I have been using the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Soft blonde. This is definitely new. I have never filmed myself putting my eyebrows on, so I will probably speed through this for you because really it's kind of boring. And I actually do have a particular way that I do it. I brush my eyebrow down first and I fill it in going with the hair bristle up to about right there. And I'm constantly using my spoolie. Then, after I've done that, I brush my brows up a bit and I fill them in from this direction. I've tried them all different ways and this is just the most natural way for me. And usually this will be just part of my everyday routine and I'll just whiz through it off camera. So this is probably the only time that you'll see it done unless you ask for it. Again, I brush my brows downward first and I pull down, I go downward. Downward. So I'm going downward. It's really hard to see on the camera. And then I'm going to brush them up. And then I'm going to brush them up from here. I like the CoverGirl because it has a very thin, I don't even know if you can see it here, it's very thin marker crayon. And then I go in and brush it in again. And that's it for lining my brows. Then I'm going to try this Almay, but they didn't have a blonde, they had a light brown, which my roots are at a light brown anyway. Really real brows. Almay's Brow Styler. Okay. I did kind of try and grab a little from each brand just to do a little bit of variety. I had an idea of doing some videos with full face of one brand. If that's something that interests you, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if that's something that you'd like to see me do. If you have any ideas of things that you'd like to see me do, please let me know. You can write down in the comment section any thoughts, ideas, anything that would interest you. Please feel free. That is a very tiny brow brush. Wow, look at that. That is really small. That's good. I don't know. Whoa, I don't know if I will have needed, whoa. Oh, and I make really funny faces. I won't embarrass myself and do my mascara on camera. That is just too embarrassing. But after I line my brows, I have to put something in or else there's something in to hold them. Otherwise, they will be going off in all different directions and not in one direction. And that's not the group One Direction. That is the brow One Direction. Alrighty, let's do this side. You know, I like this product because it's not full of, when you pull the wand out, it's not completely covered in goop. That is nice. I have tried other products, other brands, and I have pulled them out and then applied them, and I'll have a whole section that's gooped up on my brow, and that's just not fun. I like that. You know, I have to say I am winning in products here. That looks very nice. I'm happy with that. Happy all around. All right, I take a little bit of setting spray because next I'm going to be working on my eyeshadow and I'm leaning on my face. I put a little bit of setting spray on just to seal everything in, and I also do it at the end as well. So I got this. It was time for me to get a new bottle. I got the Neutrogena Radiant Setting Spray. I've never seen this there before, but I saw it. But Grab Me is the Radiant, so which usually means glowy, radiant, glowy. So I figured I'd give it a whirl. So that's what it looks like. You can see that. So I will give it a couple of squirts. Shake it up. I picked 2 palettes. I picked the NYX Ultimate Edit in warm neutrals because I'm a neutral kind of girl. And I picked the new classics because I'm a classic. The new classics eyeshadow palette. I did swatch these a little bit because I had to. It's the first thing I do is go in and swatch everything. So I'm not sure which one to use. We might even dip into both of them. I'm not going to do anything extravagant. I'm just going to do something that I would probably do to go run to the store or run out to a quick appointment or something. So I don't know. This Ultimate Edit one, that one is intriguing me. But then there's a couple of ones that are intriguing me here. I think we're just going to almost do a two color lid today. So it'll be nice and easy because this has already been quite a long video. So today I will use some eye primer. I think I'm going to go in with this color right here at the end. And I'm going to apply that all over my lid. I'm just going to tap that in and then blend it into my crease. Okay, and other side. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is drop things. Okay, next what I like to do is I take a big fluffy brush and I want to blend out these edges very gently. And this is a Real Techniques brush that I'm using. It's very, it's actually a crease brush, I think. Deluxe crease brush, but I find it is great for blending out these edges. Kind of gets the whole area in one shot. Put in a little bit more in the corner. And now I am going to take a flat brush like this. And I'm going to take that same color that we just used. I'm sorry, I'm not used to doing this on camera. I'm just going to bring it down. And I'm going to change that brush. It looks a little patchy there. I don't know if it's the light. And I'm just going to bring it down. I like to have a nice color down here. Kind of brings out the color in my eyes. Do the other side. Oh my God, did you hear Katy Perry's gonna have a baby? Oh my, that's so fantastic. Congratulations, Katy Perry. And Orlando. And the whole cast of American Idol didn't even know, or most people didn't know. I think that's fantastic. Anyway, back to eye makeup. Okay, so there we have the brown. I am going to be a little bit adventurous. I am going to go in with a little bit of both of these. I'm just going to bounce back and forth just a little bit, tap off, and I'm going to press this in at the corner just because it's a pretty color. And I'm going to do the same here, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, what a rainy, yucky day it is today, where I am anyway. And I'm just gonna tap it in just to bring in a little bit of that like orangish color that I like. That's I think what caught me at when I was looking at that palette. It's gonna bring it in a little bit, and then I'm going to take that large Real Techniques brush and just gently pat it inward towards my nose, just really gently. You can see it just gently mixes that in. I'm not even having to rub too much, which I don't want to do, because again, the skin is so delicate there. I try not to rub it around too much if I don't have to. All right. Now I am going to take this pencil brush that I was using, and I'm going to go into those two colors. And I want to define it a little bit more right above my eyelashes. Just maybe the last quarter part of the lid. Just deepen it up just a little bit. And I'm also going to bring it down onto the lower part of my lid also to connect it. Just the quarter part, just a quarter in. And then I'm going to go back to that brown with the pencil brush, and I'm going to go right in the front. I'm going to go back in and just make sure that that brown is really right here. Okay. Now I am going to go in and go into this color here on the e.l.f. palette, it's Blanc, and I'm going to put that gently into my eyebrow bone. And then I'm just going to take that brush again and just gently soften up all the seams. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Cosmo in the e.l.f. palette right here. And we're going to use our finger and we're going to put it right there. Just tap it in. That's a pretty color. It's not quite a glittery, but it's a sparkle. Oh, that's pretty. I would wear that out to Walmart. That's pretty. Okay. And then we need to put a little something, something in the water. I mean, in the corner. And I use Glamour right here in the corner here. Well, in the second row, middle row. Okay. That's pretty. So now what we're going to do is apply some mascara. I found this. It must be a new product. It's called this Bambi Eye Mascara. So I'm going to go put that on and I'll be right back. I'm back. I did my eyelashes. I have really yucky eyelashes. They don't curl. This is why I do my eyelashes off camera, because no matter what, I'm always smudging them, or I'm poking myself in the eye, or I'm doing something. I'm smudging it and getting it over. I just do it horribly. And I have all these different tricks that I use and nothing ever works. It never fails. I get it everywhere. This is the spoolie for the Bambi mascara. I actually liked it. It's easy to apply. And when I get brave enough, I will apply it on camera. When I have enough confidence, I'll do it. Anyway, now going back to my last and final steps. And I'm sorry this video is taking so long, but this is all the steps that I do. I just don't talk through them. So what I usually do towards the end is I take that NYX, the contour palette, and I go into this light shade. I always go and take that light shade and I go and after I have applied all my makeup and I just run it underneath my eyes because that's where everything kind of, if there's any type of fallout from my eyeshadow, that's where it's gonna land. So I just always lighten that up a little bit. And then I usually go and just lighten right here in my T-zone there a little bit, right above my brows. And then I make sure this area didn't get overwhelmed with anything. And one of my tricks is to define everything a little bit better. I take that light color and I just gently run that in over here. Okay, and since it's in the palette and it never gets any use for anything, there's this gold highlight there, so I will usually just take that highlight color, just gently tap in there, and then just tap, 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 give a little extra glow. Make it a little, that way anybody in outer space can see us, any aliens can see us. Okay, there's that. I picked out 2 lipsticks from Wet n Wild, and I picked out 2 lip products from NYX. I haven't tried either one of these. I could mix them. Who knows? I got from Wet n Wild, I got Rosé and Slay, and then the other one is Close Off, and then I got a lip pencil in London, a lip gloss in Sugar Coated Kiss. Now, I usually always apply a liner. I think that it helps my lipstick stay longer. It's just my opinion. So I am lining my lips. I'm keeping them firm, and I am placing my pinky here to steady my hand. And then I take my finger and I spread it all around. All right, I think that the Close Off one, the nude one, is gonna match the best. That's a pretty color. It's almost an exact match to that lip liner too. And I think I told you in another video, I am a gloss person all the way. I like the gloss. Yeah, basically I like to glow. So I like to glow. I like the glowy things. I like to let my shine through. So I'm gonna put a little bit, this Sugar Coated Kiss. I'm not quite sure. I guess it's a gloss. And I'm gonna put it right in the center. Okay, so now we just need to, again, I apply a little bit of setting spray. Not too bad. I like the look. What do you think? Ouch. I just let go of the clip too soon. Let's see if there's any indents. No indents. Dent free. I didn't mention one thing. This is my second purchase of this. I don't know if you've ever seen this. It is a it is a brush cleaning center. You use it to clean your brushes in between your applications. I love this thing. You can take it out. Honestly, I'm showing you. You rinse this out and dry it really well. You can rinse this, put it back in, and reuse it. This thing is fantastic. What a great idea. As you can see, it's made by Swisspers Instant Brush Cleaner. Quickly erases makeup color from eyeshadow brushes. I would highly recommend this. I hope you had a good informative video. I look forward to hearing any ideas for any future videos. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more videos, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you know each time that I upload, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon. And I've got makeup all over my teeth. Yeah, that happens. Oh well. Have a good day. Bye-bye.